Here I go to commodities, choose a commodity I like to see, go to forward curve and but if you want a quick overview over the whole market, it may be too time consuming to go through all commodity forward curves each day. This is why we have introduced the spread indicator. The spread shows the percentual spread of 2 points in the forward curve. Here you see the first contract and the second contract, and there's a price difference which can be stated in percent. In this case, we have a contango situation and we see a positive spread, means the future contract is more expensive than the current one. To see a backwardation, I choose another commodity, let's say lumber, which is in a huge backwardation since many months. Here we see the curve is inverted. The front contract is the most expensive, the second one is cheaper, and so on. When I take a look on the first contract, which is expiring in March 2018, I will see the price of $523. The second contract expires in May 2018 and have the current price of $511, and so on. The spread between these two prices is, in this case, minus 2.2%. This means future contracts are cheaper by 2.2%. To give you a really quick overview of the spreads, you can create a screener list with our spread indicator. Here I go to screener, select a new list. Let's name it forward curve analysis, and I will choose the indicator spread between contracts. I add it. I choose as first contract our front contract, and the second contract the next contract that is expiring. You remember the example in lumber. The first one would be March 2018. The second one would be May 2018. So I add the indicator and I will see our list is created. Here I can see the spread in percent between all commodity contracts 1 and 2. When I go to lumber, I expect my minus 2.2%, and here it is. Great. Because it's a screener list, I can do everything I like to do with screener lists. For example, I can sort in any direction to get a quick overview which contracts are in a strong backwardation, for example, or which one are in a very strong contango situation. To pick another example, I will take a look, for example, at this one. Here I expect the spread of the front contract and the second contract should be 3%. So let us check. I go to commodities. I will choose our commodity, go to the forward curve, and we'll see, okay, the price of the front contract is 463. For the second contract is 477. This is around 3.0%. Great. But this is not enough for the most use cases. Usually, I have to see a typical range of the spread of each commodity, or I want to see the change rate of the spread. For this, I can use the indicator chart in the screener list. Again, I go to spread, choose spread between contract, choose the first and the second contract, but choose now show as value. First, I choose 3 months and add this chart to my screener list. Now we see the change of the spread over time. For example, here in Palladium, you see it is rising. What does it mean? Let's go back to our commodities and let's check palladium forward curve. In the forward curve, we see currently there's no spread between the first and the second contract. The price is nearly the same. But when I go back in time, I will see the spread in the curve is getting more and more negative. Here we have minus 0.5%, minus 0.7%, and so on. Okay, so let's go back to the screener list, and here we see, yeah, it is rising. Great, that's exactly what we see when we go back or forward in time to analyze the forward curves. Now we have seen the spread recognizing contango and backwardation and their change over the last 3 months. But it's not enough for me. I would like to see the long-term behavior too. So I add a further column for the first and second contract as chart with a time range of 5 years. It takes a while, and finally I see the list or the chart over a